Hey friends, I wanted to thank everybody. I went to bed last night with 97 subscribers and I woke up with over 250. And I'm just blown away by the comments and the support that I've gotten already. I really didn't think that anybody would watch my video when I put that original video the other night that had the horrible audio where I talked about quitting my job. And I didn't think anybody was going to watch it. And apparently a lot of people did. And I've gotten so much support. I've always heard that YouTube was a supportive community. And I really didn't believe it. But now I know. It means so much to me that you all took the time to watch that video and comment on it. And some of my other videos as well. I did, however, want to address one comment that I got. And I'm not going to be too harsh because this man, I think, had good intentions. I don't know his name, so I'm going to call him Frank. And he wrote quite a long comment, so I just chose some parts to read to you, and then I'm going to comment on what he said. Number one, he said, "You don't look like someone with a lot of remodeling. On video, you look overweight. These types of projects are physically challenging. I had a wife at one time who thought it would be fun to help me fix up a house because I was having fun. She was overweight and she lasted less than 2 hours. She did not look good at all, sweating, flushed, and a look in her eyes like she was at her limit." Okay, Frank, I know you didn't mean any harm because you're probably an old white man. I'm going to first of all say that I'm not your wife. And I'm not anything like your wife. I don't have a husband that's doing projects while I sit around eating bonbons. I'm not saying she did that, but that seems to be what your assumption is. Thank you for stating the obvious. Yes, I'm overweight and I've struggled with my weight my whole life. However, I'm also very healthy. I know people say that. I know I need to lose weight, but I do eat well and I do try to take care of myself. I struggle with the sugar. I love sugar. So that's my issue, but I do my own yard work. I plant and work in my own garden. I do renovation projects around my house. I hang light fixtures. I get up on ladders and paint these rooms with the 10-foot ceilings. I fix things. I manage my own rental properties and I do small repair jobs on those as well. I lift heavy. I can lift a lot of weight. I don't need help lifting things or moving furniture or anything like that. I'm pretty strong. So your assumption about me that I'm an overweight woman like your wife that has no physical ability to do anything is wrong. But I appreciate your concern. I have remodeled a house before, and I hired contractors. That's what people usually do. But I'm going to go on to the next part of your comment. A 42 square foot project home for the first project is extremely high risk of being a money pit. And if you were to pull it off, it would be a death march, maybe literally. Thank you again for your concern, Frank. It won't be my first project. I did a house a couple of years ago that was 3,000 square feet, built in 1889, in almost as bad a shape as this one is in, and I did have a contractor, but I was there every day managing the project, and I did it, and I did not die. So the question of whether I can do it or not that's not in question. I know I can. It's whether I want to put forth the resources and time to do it. Again, he says, "I suggest selling and getting as small a house as you can find in fix-up condition in a good area. Learn on that house. See if you like the work. You hopefully won't feel the pressure, so you'll have more time to work on your health. Lose that weight, get trim and strong, and the physical work of remodeling will be fun, and you'll look forward to it every day." Again, you can tell Frank has got good intentions. He's not trying to be mean. And just another assumption that I don't know what I'm doing and I've never done it before, which was the assumption that I got when I bought the other house that I did do. I couldn't get any contractors to help me at first because they all thought I didn't know what I was doing and what I was getting myself into. And so I was brushed over, I was blown off. This is what men do to women in America, especially middle-aged women like myself. So Frank, I'm just telling you again, bless your heart, but you're wrong about me. The last thing he says, and this is the end of his comment, and you know, he's not this is just to show you he's not a bad guy. Work your way up to a 4,200 square foot craftsman. But my guess is you realize that it's not really a project you want. My current project house I've had for 15 years. Been working on it seriously for 4 to 5 years, like 4 to 5 hours a day, many days, some none. I used almost all salvage materials, so cost is low, about $15,000 from studs in. This is house number 4 in 22 years. I've created a spectacular Japanese style garden in my front yard, corner lot, which is my biggest joy. And I'm so happy for you, Frank, and I appreciate your input. It sounds like an amazing house. I'm glad that you have found happiness in flipping these old houses, because I found a lot of joy. Although it was stressful and I thought I would never do it again, I found a lot of joy and satisfaction and pride in doing it the first time. And so if I feel like I want to do it again with the house that I just purchased, I will. I can do it. That's not a question. And just one more tip. Don't ever comment on a woman's appearance, especially, well, don't even comment on anybody's appearance, but especially a woman's or a young girl's. I think you're probably an older white man and you just aren't up on the rules of today's society, but I'm giving you a tip. You don't want to do that. You'll turn people away, or people will think some way of you, and that's not good. So don't do that. It's not nice and it's not necessary. I have other things to tell you later. Right now I'm going out to lunch with a friend. I'll be back later or tomorrow to make more videos. And I just hope you guys keep watching. It has meant so much to me to read your comments while I figure this out. And I am working on a plan to quit my job, which I'm going to share with you once I get it all pinned down. Thank you again. Have a good day. One more thing real quick. I should have shown Frank my notebook.